welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, a very warm welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, a very, very warm welcome to this channel. I hope you like it and decide to stay. Please don't forget to also click on that subscription bell below. Yeah, so on today's video, we're actually going to be reacting to Travis Scott's Astroworld. I mean, you already know what the title of the video. I don't know if it's called tea because this happened literally a couple of days ago, but yeah, no, I had to show Gafi this. Yeah, I watched it. I'm gonna be honest, I did watch a couple of clips, I read a couple of articles, but Gafi had no idea, you guys, and I was like, yep, we're reacting to that, you know? So
I'm blank.
Yeah, so
I've heard a few things.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard a few things. Of course, the title is like The Gateway to Hell. So I heard some people died, so I kind of
have an idea.
I kind of have an idea what's going on.
No, absolutely. You don't live under a rock, so
yeah.
Let's get right into it, you guys.
Shut the fuck up! Exactly right. Someone in there. People are fucking dying. I'm gonna save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Two hands to the sky.
I'm gonna save him.
Two hands to the sky. Two hands up, y'all. Two hands up.
Coming on here to talk about my experience at Astrofest. It is extremely traumatizing. I've never experienced anything like that in my entire life. Probably because I've never been surrounded by so many lifeless bodies. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what was happening all around me. It was so demonic. The energy was so demonic. The set was demonic. Travis was demonic. We were literally in hell. Like, it felt like we were in hell. Nobody could breathe. We were all suffocating. Everybody around me was suffocating. We were standing on our...
Did it take place on Halloween or something?
Because Halloween is October. It took place on the 5th of November. And I think it was going to be a 2-day event, like on the 5th and 6th of November.
Well, I thought maybe it was
maybe
a
the
theme for Halloween or whatever. Maybe that could explain.
Yeah,
but maybe that's why he went for this theme, because it was around Halloween. You know, I don't know.
To be honest though, Travis is a weird fella. Travis is so weird. I mean, even his music videos are so freaking weird.
Funny enough, I don't follow Travis.
I like him.
And I know I'm a trap fan, and I know a lot of people who love trap love Travis, but I've never really...
I've actually been a fan for a little while. I watched a lot of his videos, and he's got a similar theme.
It's like a theme, okay.
I get super weird. Yeah,
well, you know that sound,
very eerie.
Whenever, even if you switch it, that sound must come into the song,
Oh my word.
We were standing on our tiptoes, and all you see is everyone around you, chins up, gasping for air, and that's all you see around you.
Was it indoors?
There were no.
It was outdoors.
It was outdoors, but they were like too crowded.
People. That's one thing I hate about concerts, guys. It's just a lot of people who are too excited. You're too excited.
People thingy.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that's why people end up losing their lives. Because people are excited. It gets too hot because energy levels are up there, and you're crowded. You're on top of each other. It's just too many people who are excited to be in one space.
There was no room for mosh pits. There was no room to breathe. We couldn't even breathe. We didn't even have enough room to, I'm sore. Like this hurts to take a deep breath today. Like, we couldn't even breathe in there because everyone's bodies were literally suffocating us so bad that people were bleeding out of their mouths and their nose. People were screaming bloody murder, literally begging for help from anybody. There was nothing that anybody could do. The floors were covered in bodies. You're doing your very best. We're fighting for our fucking lives. We're doing our very best to stay up. You couldn't even put your foot on the ground. You're stepping over other people. You're stepping over other people's shoes, just trying to fucking breathe.
Imagine, babe.
I'm surrounded by unconscious bodies. I don't even know if these people were alive. There's just people all around you with their eyes rolled in the back of their heads, just being moved with the crowds. There was nowhere we could go.
These people breaking in or
Yes.
what? Holy smokes.
But where's the security? But there's the
This
camera
guy's just
guy.
recording. Exactly. Where's the
Like-
security? Okay, I see one guy over there.
But how can it be one
Okay, two
guy?
guys. I see two guys.
But babe, I mean, it's a concert.
No,
You know there's gonna be a crowd.
You know there's gonna be a mess. Because at this point, people are just going nuts.
Exactly, and
I
they're
wanna see
able
Travis.
to.
I want to see Travis.
Exactly.
And where the hell are they coming from? It looks like it's outside.
I have no
It
idea.
doesn't even look like they're inside the venue.
I don't know.
We're trying to push back. We're trying to push back.
See, this guy's trying to stop them, and no one gives a
We're just
damn.
getting pushed deeper into the crowd.
Dude,
There's sinkholes of
there's
people
too many.
in the crowds all around me. Like, if I would have hit the floor, I would have never gotten up.
No, are they going in or out?
Adults holding their children.
Actually, babe,
For
wait.
safety.
No,
There's
they're
kids
going
like
in.
pissing and
They're
shitting
going in.
themselves for as a trauma response. Like, imagine going to your first concert and like this is how you think like concerts are. Like, it took us 30 minutes to get out of the crowd and we were in the back.
See, the cops are stopping them.
As we finally get out, you just see people running out, bawling, lips blue. There's people, they're dragging dead bodies out of the crowd. Dead bodies. And Travis knew. Travis had a bird's eye view on everybody and could see everything. He was asked multiple times to stop, and his responses are, you know what you were here for, something like that, and let's rage. And there was literally somebody at the front of our line, like, full on, fist up, huge ass dude, swinging on people, like, literally, like, coming at people, like, get out of our way. There's people unconscious, like, they're dying, like, it was so bad. The news is lying. They're lying. The amount of people that I saw dead was more than what they said. The amount, like, other people are out here like explaining their own experiences with the different people they saw. Like, it was everywhere. There was dead people everywhere, just getting carried out, just like they're gone. I wouldn't believe literally anything the news says. There's no way that they can come out and say 100 people died. Someone themselves literally saw 100 dead people. Like, there was bodies lined up everywhere. There's CPR being done in the crowds. It looks like what would be a mosh pit. There's no room for mosh pits. There's only room for the 8 people on the ground that are dead having CPR. Those were our mosh pits. Our mosh pits were us dying. We were literally being sucked into that spiraling hole of death that was portrayed in front of us. We're all suffocating, dying, and on the screen it reads, "See you on the other side," along with all the Illuminati
like right
symbols.
There was one on the screen, babe. That's what we see. I think there's actual videos.
Oh, this spiral thing.
Yeah. See you on the other side. And then when Travis, I think, first got in, there was like a giant eye. Oh my word, this guy
So guys,
is
you have to
fucking
understand. You
weird.
have to understand. To me, this comes across as a coincidence. You know, because of my beliefs. Of
Yeah.
course. I will understand when someone says there's no way this is a coincidence.
Yeah.
I get where people like that come from. You know, I'm not gonna deny that. Like, it's too good to just be a coincidence, guys. You know what I mean? When bad ish happens, it seems like there were
that's
signs.
why, yeah,
there
there
were
were
signs. You know what I mean? I mean,
Like, that's Kathy's beliefs. With Kathy, there's
I
always
don't believe in
scientific
Satanism. I don't
yeah,
believe-
there's always a scientific explanation to everything creepy that happens.
Cause I don't believe in satanism.
Yeah.
I do believe people perform satanic rituals. Whether you get what I mean. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
And do you think this was one of them?
I don't think so. Music concerts are always creepy, especially hip hop ones, because it's normally just a show. You know, you go out of your way to put on a show for people, and in this instance, it just so happened it was Halloween themed.
And the praying hand literally sucking our energy from us. I'm 100% convinced that this was literally like an energy harvest. Like this was literally like a satanic ritual. Travis Scott was snatching souls, literally snatching people's souls. I don't even want to know who was forgotten about in there, who couldn't be heard, who couldn't be helped. Like when the people moved out, like when the concert was over, like I want to know how many people were laying on that floor still. Because it wasn't 8 people. It wasn't 8 people. It wasn't just 8 people dead. There wasn't just 100 injured. There's probably hundreds dead and thousands injured. I have grown up on Travis Scott. Number one artist. Loved him. I've been to multiple of his concerts before he was even fucking Travis Scott. I've never experienced something like this. That man is done.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on.
Let's find
Okay,
the clip of Travis responding.
Send out prayers to the ones that was lost. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
Speaking out for the first time following the tragedy.
My fans really mean the world to me. I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time.
What the is that?
At the music festival on Friday night, Travis brought the show to halt more than once.
You know, I just stopped the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone you know, help us figure this out. If you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
What the event promoters had established for the event. They did have a medical component. They did have some transport units.
That's the thing. I get where that chick is coming from in terms of there are more than 8 people dead.
Because maybe unless she saw a lot of unconscious
people. But at the same time, we can't just say it was just 8. You know what I mean? It might be more. They don't want to say there's more, you know? But the other side is they might have just been unconscious and they were treated at a hospital or in the ambulance or something like that. So do you think Travis's career is over or what?
Babe, okay, I have no idea, but I really think that this is going to set him back like 1,000 times because people are really, really upset. And there's just too many people that lost their lives. And I couldn't find those videos, you guys, but like there was just some weird stuff going on. Like there was a point where he was just standing, like the chick said that he had like bird view of everybody. And the first time he came out, he said he had no idea that people were like, you know, collapsing and blah, blah, blah. So that's why these people are coming out. Like, why are you lying? Because you were literally looking over someone.
Is it not too dark for him to see?
Maybe it is.
My human instinct is to just give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, babe, like not...
Tough, eh? This is tough.
You don't know for sure. Bona this clip. This bird. I knew Travis was
Where is
weird,
Travis?
okay?
Okay, can you imagine the show?
Yo, babe.
That is crazy.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put myself in Travis's shoes. I imagine it's not his first time seeing someone pass out at his concert. So it's not like automatic for me to be worried. Because we've seen in Michael Jackson's concert, people passing out because they're just so excited and they just pass out because the excitement is too much. Or they hyperventilate or whatever, you know. I don't think it's his instant thinking of someone is dead. You know, I wouldn't just think someone is dead. You know, so I don't want to sound like I'm giving him a pass or anything, but there's always two sides to a thing, you know. Because from his apology, he seems sincere. I don't know. He's trying to locate the families. He wants to help out. Obviously, with the cost, I don't know. Nothing. There's no amount of money that can heal someone. You know, such a devastating thing. You know. But as far as this being a ritual and not that, I don't believe in that. So it's hard for me to think along those lines. But I do get why people will say that. I do get it, and I acknowledge it. As Travis, I'm probably thinking people are high on drugs. I know there are people doing drugs in the crowd. I know this. So when I see someone passing out, I'm probably thinking it's just because they're high or something.
And what about the incident where there was, it's also another video. Literally, those two people literally got on stage and were like, help, someone is dying, like help, stop the show, someone is dying. And then there were people screaming in the crowd like, stop the show, stop the show, stop the show. Like a lot of gore. I think Travis became extremely naive in this case. Okay, let's not say it wasn't a ritual. Let's not say, okay, maybe he's used to people collapsing or he probably thinks people are high or whatever. But like, babe, if there's a huge number of people who are like, okay, dude, like this is bad. And then you come and you go like, you know what you came for. It just shows a lot of insensitivity and like you're too nonchalant, and these are your fans.
Listen, in hindsight, that's what it seems like.
Now
that we know that people died, it seems that way. Because in hindsight, like if people didn't die, we wouldn't be saying he was naive. But now because people are dead, it seems like this guy, come on, dude, what were you thinking? But this is because now we know people are dead.
But at the same time, I think he was like ignoring too many signs, because his opening acts, there was one, I'm not sure if it was Lil Baby or whatever, I don't recognize the artist, but he was like, I hear people are collapsing, or I hear people say they can't breathe on the crowd. This was literally midday. Travis only came at night. That was like sign number one. Okay, something is wrong. And I remember someone mentioned okay, that was during the day, and they decided to leave because they were like, if it's like this during the day, at night there's definitely gonna be people dying. Like even that guy that was like, you know, performing was like, I hear people are collapsing, what's going on in the crowd? And they still ignored all of those. It was incompetent. I'm sorry.
This is lesson number one for artists, right? Okay, before I get to the lesson, let me say this. Let's say Lil Baby during the day.
I'm not sure if it was Lil
Okay,
Baby.
whoever the opening act was, right? Said, until this mess is sorted out, we are stopping the show. People were gonna boo him. That's the reality of it. They would boo him in that moment because they don't realize what's going to happen later on. They're just there for a good time, and at this point, you are just messing with my good time. That's what I'm saying. Now in hindsight, because people are dead,
it has already happened.
Now it's like, why didn't you stop the show during the day?
Why didn't you do this?
Why didn't you do this during the day? When you knew people were passing out during the day, why didn't you stop the show then?
Is not
That's what I'm saying. It's a lesson to the artist to say, if you have to stop a show during the
Do
day,
it regardless.
do it then. That's it. Because now at the end of the day, you'll be the one stuck with
liable
the
for
consequences.
people dying.
Now your career is messed up.
Hey,
You don't
it
think
doesn't
it's
really.
sincere?
No, I do think it's sincere because people died and this can possibly put his career on the line. But I think he doesn't really value his fans, because I think if you're an artist that really values your fans, you could have done extra
All concerts are like
precautions
this.
to.
That's the thing. Look, I can put it on Twitter. All concerts are like this.
But why is it that with other bigger artists, no one has ever experienced something like this, but all concerts are like this? Fine, all concerts are like this, but there has been
We'll have to
300 people
Google it.
who are
Hey, I don't think it's
unconscious.
the first time people die.
I want to Google. Let's do it now.
I genuinely don't think it's the first time
Let's
people
do
die
it. Let's
at
see your
concerts.
Beyonce and Jay-Z concert tomorrow.
No, I'm saying people dying at a concert. I'm not talking about Beyonce.
But did it ever make news like this? Was it ever newsworthy? Because clearly this
No, but
was
you have to
a-
understand, now we're in the social media age. Everything is recorded, everyone posts. Back then it was just media coverage, that's why people just forgot about it that quickly. 2010. 36, Oakland, California, 2016. 56, Indiana, 2011. 100,
Where a
Bangkok.
stage collapsed. Okay, but
But
anyway,
I'm
you
just,
guys.
so it's a lesson to artists, so that if you see something is not the way it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
stop
Take
performing.
extra precautions.
Don't go, because as performers you go with the hype. For the most, you know, the crowd is hyping you up, you get hyped as well. You're not necessarily paying attention. Someone dying down there. Someone's passed out. Get him some water. Get him fresh air and get him some water. Let's continue with the show. That's generally the thinking of a performer. Remember, even if you watch Idols, they tell you don't let what's happening in the crowd distract you. You focus on your performance. That's what you are taught as a performer. You know. So we'll see how it unfolds. So until there's more information, I'll just leave my opinions as they are.
Yeah, well, with me, I mean, after so many videos that I have seen, and I don't know if people are just jumping on the hype or what, but like the actual witnesses all say something in common, that the energy was just fucking off, like the vibe was off. The aura felt weird. I'm big on energy, you guys, by the way. Like, I'm huge on energy, and that to me spoke volumes. Yes, the exact words were, yeah, it was just a demonic vibe going on. Demonic
what time did they start
energy.
feeling this aura? Because they were there the whole day.
They say the whole day.
So why the hell would you stay there if the energy?
Because I paid $400 for my ticket. I paid $400.
But you see, the same person, you said there was a guy who left because you could see.
No.
That's a
He
different
left.
concept.
He left the circle.
The circle.
Or he left the space and moved
To the back.
to the back
okay.
because he says, yeah, no, he was being suffocated because it was too crowded, and like the chick said, like he says, you couldn't breathe, like it was very crowded that you couldn't breathe, like you had to, you couldn't move, and people were suppressing each other.
Exactly.
And so he says, and she's like, because he was in front, he's like, because he was right in front, people were able to see him, and then they moved him out.
Look at this. But I don't see any stands anywhere. Like,
What do you mean, stands?
Like, was this the only place for people to be? That's what I'm trying to get. Was this like a stadium vibe where people just stand in and they just pushed trying to get to the stage. Jesus, this is hectic. See, there are so many issues to look at with this whole situation, you know. But of course, whenever someone dies, that takes precedent over everything, you know.
Absolutely.
So condolences to those families.
Huge condolences. You already heard our thoughts. He doesn't have any conspiracy theories.
I don't believe in conspiracies, guys. I am an independent thinker.
Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. If you liked anything that I had to say, please don't forget to click on the video. Please don't forget to also subscribe and also click on that notification bell below so that you're notified every single time I drop a new video. I'm still kind of all over the place as to what kind of videos I prefer reacting to, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you again. Peace.